Happy birthday me! This is exactly what I wanted to do on my birthday. Sadly, my birthday didn't start like this. Or like this. But with this. 5 o'clock in the morning, we woke up to a flooded dinette.
Not a great angle, is it? I was just trying to find somewhere to put the camera. Yeah, so we had a bit of a disaster in the night, and that was a bit stressful because it's Dave's birthday today, and he spent all morning trying to get into the water tank, which is so stressful. So we're going to see if we can get on the campsite early tonight, because we're not off gridding tonight. We've booked onto a campsite, and we're going to see if we can get in early because we need to test the water pump and find out where the leak is coming from. And it's all been a little bit stressful, and oh, this wasn't how today was supposed to turn out. Not at all. We've got the carpet hanging off the ring mirror, and
so after a couple of hours of pulling up carpets and mopping up water and pulling bits of the van apart, we moved on to the campsite, got there a little early, about midday, and managed to fill up with some water then, so we could actually find out where the leak was coming from.
thank God for that. I don't know if I can. Right then, well, I reckon we can fix that, don't you?
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
Wouldn't it be nice if somebody had done a proper job of designing and installing that?
that would be, yeah, yeah. Oh, what a relief.
And if they put a drain here, it never would have overfilled into the van, it would have just flowed out.
Yeah. Are you just astounded right now?
It's a big mixture.
There's a lovely little cavity in there, full of just water. I mean, it's clean water. But
Pretty much clean water, but it's in the cassette cavity. Therefore, by definition, it's to be treated with caution. Oh, God.
look, at least we know it's a fixable problem, and I feel like the pressure is off.
Yes, well, that's
Because
true.
I don't know about you, but I've been totally stressed about
I've
this.
been wondering whether we'd be headed home.
Yes, same.
So then, having reattached the plumbing and tightened up the hose clip, as it should have been originally, we then had everything under control and could finally get this birthday started.
Yay! We had a massive birthday lunch to celebrate.
And a pint at the old Cheshire Cheese Inn.
Just look at the size of those onion rings. We made it to Peverill Castle just before their last entry time. So we're at Peverill Castle, and we've only climbed the first set of steps. And I've flaked out already, haven't I?
A little bit.
I can't do it, but I'm gonna get up there. Well, we've made it a bit further up, and the view is stunning. We're not quite at the top yet, are we, Dave?
No, not quite. Well, we're 3/4 of the way up.
3/4. I can manage it. They need to have like a little slide to go down, don't they? So you can just whee all the way down to the bottom. With a big pillow at the bottom. Well, we've made it. These are the castle walls. Hope there's not too much wind noise. And the castle itself is just through the trees there. And I'll take you up there if I can actually stand up. Not kidding. That was tough, that climb.
main entrance down there.
Peverill Castle is named after William Peverill. The castle was built to control hunting grounds and mines in the area. It is one of the few Norman castles that was made of stone rather than timber.
The views from the edge of the walls looking down over Castleton and across the Hope Valley were well worth the climb.
What have you learnt?
Lots of interesting stuff. Mamtor was used as a position of power in the Bronze Age and then again in the Iron Age. So this wasn't the first installation in this area to project power across the region. Yeah, and that's Black Tor, kind of pointy bit.
Oh, I wondered what that was when we were in the van last night.
But the map doesn't go around far enough to tell you what that nipple on the hill over there is.
Obsessed by nipples, aren't you?
No more than any other fella.
Today only the keep and a few foundations remain, but it would have been quite impressive in its day.
What was the keep of the castle used for?
I don't know, that's where they kept stuff.
Oh God. Oh dear.
It was left to fall into ruin sometime in the 16th century.
Oh, more climbing. Oh my goodness me. Hope there's a seat at the top of this. Smells of wee in there. That's awful. What can you tell me about this place, Dave? Where are we in the castle?
We're in the keep,
Okay.
and I only had two rooms, this room and the room below. The room below was probably used for storage.
Yep.
And this room was not used for residence, but mainly for administration, but also the windows were used to look out across the land to spot any goings on. And there's a staircase there that goes down to the basement and up
And
to
further
there.
up, yeah.
And it says the roof, that triangular thing, shows that the roof was set down at that level. It didn't poke up. If you imagine what the wind's like here when the storm's up, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
They kept it sheltered. And that's probably drainage in the corner. We need drainage because it catch a lot of water, won't it?
Yeah. Have you seen how weird these stones are?
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've worn away. That looks like where people have got coins and dug them into the stones.
Do you think?
Well, they look circular, don't they? And people often do that for
Hmm.
whatever reason.
Strange.
And to finish off the day, we celebrated with a pub crawl of all 7 pubs in Castleton.
Which was your favourite?
I think it was probably the George, or the Castle, or the Old Nag's Head, or the Old Cheshire Cheese Inn, or the Peak Hotel. One of them.
It was a grey morning as we woke up on the CMC site in Castleton. Would you stay here again?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean,
I think there's cheaper campsites out there, but perhaps the facilities aren't as good. I wouldn't be in a hurry
to stay on a CMC site again.
I can imagine some people that only stay on CMC sites.
Yeah. Well, that's their choice. They don't perhaps like sleeping off grid like we do. I think that takes a certain sort of person.
Does it?
I'm not dissing anyone for it. No, I'm not. Because we've all got preferences. Some people like tea and some people like coffee. So, it's each to their own. And yeah.
We've certainly had some lovely views in the morning when we've been staying off grid. Of the Norfolk Broads and rivers and meadows. And, it's nice.
And so with any luck today, we're going to go and visit a waterfall. And we're going to start heading north up the country a little bit. Because we've spent a few days here in Derbyshire now. And I'm quite excited to see where we head next. But first, we have to clean up the van and do the cassette. Quite nice. You've got your drinking water, you've got your wastewater, if you've got a canister, and you've got your drainage hole down there that splatters. And just behind this fence is the favourite job. Yeah, I think basically it just reminds me a bit like a car park. It's all gravelly, there's trees, it's fine. But
it's a great location if you want to go and visit Castleton a few days.
Yes.
Or the area,
Yeah.
tour and all that. Leaving Castleton, we travelled 30 miles north to Meltham, just north of Holmfirth, to find Folly, Dolly Falls.
Well, we've come here... Sorry, I haven't got my special camera out. I've just got my phone. We've come here to see a waterfall. But it looks like there's no waterfall to be seen. So I'm a bit disappointed. There's nothing there, is there? Oh, there's a waterfall! Oh. So yes, genuinely, I was beginning to think there was going to be no waterfall, but there is a waterfall, but I have to negotiate some stepping stones.
I can't believe you weren't filming when I fell in the water.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you might have
I might have got it and I wasn't looking because I was looking where I was going.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
They are a little bit wobbly, so just...
Yeah, one of them I stood on was wobbly. How lovely is that? I mean, the initial part of the walk to get here wasn't particularly pretty.
We then drove a few miles north to find our park up for the night at Slaithwaite.
We were very, very lucky to get such a nice spot beneath the trees, right alongside the Huddersfield Narrow Canal. Although the thoroughfare was quite busy with walkers during the daylight, wasn't it?
The canal covers 19.3 miles and has 74 locks.
That'd be hard work. And we had a little bit of time to explore the rest of Slaithwaite.
I mean, gosh, this is the Church of St James in Slaithwaite? I'm not sure if I've pronounced that correctly, but this churchyard is one of the spookiest churchyards I've ever been to. And up here, there is a raised tomb with the side missing. How spooky is that? Oh, that's pretty spooky. That's pretty bloody spooky. Time. Something's eating something and dropping them down on my head. Like bits of conker are falling on me.
Souls of the departed.
They're saying, hello! Hello YouTube! Hello YouTube! Oh goodness. I mean, I usually find graveyards enchanting, but this is actually the scariest one I've ever been to. So we've taken a random walk because we went to check out another car park, and I think we've got the best spot to park in tonight. But there was a little walk and we think it comes to a dead end, and I think we're trying to find a way down, but not sure we're going to find one. That's quite steep. The canal's down there and we're trying to join it, but I think we're going to have to go back, don't you? Okay. Looks like this is a party spot.
Yeah. Got a fire pit there.
Yeah, I'm on there. Something makes me think you should be having the camera whilst you watch me slide down this slope. I'll tell you what, this better not be a dead end at the bottom because I'm never going to get back up it. Thank you. Thank you. Well, last little bit. We made it. And this is the little bridge which we're going to go over, and then we're going to go back to the van for a rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how shallow the canal is? It's only 3 feet deep. There's only that top section of that gate that actually opens.
There is a heron in the distance. It's about to go in the water. Oh, is he fishing? Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be amazing if we caught him fishing? But I don't think he's even showing up on the screen. I might be able to zoom in.
Then it was time to head back to the van to batten down because Storm Lillian was forecast to come through that night.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand